What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very informative video for everybody that's getting started with Shipt. Before I get started in this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. If everybody watching this video subscribe to my channel, I'll be able to reach my goal. So let's dive right into this video. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I noticed that a lot of people have been signing up for Shipt recently. I thought that would be a good idea to make a video for my new people coming on Shipt, just so that they don't make the same mistakes that I did. Unlike you guys, I didn't watch any videos before getting started. I just jumped right in. In this video, I'm going to talk about 25 to 30 tips that you guys should know before getting started. Do not get started before watching this video, because if you get started and mess up, it could affect you in the long run. So my first step for you guys is to review the Shoppers Hub. The Shopper Hub is like a help section that Shipt provides, where you guys can go to find documentation and instructions to get started, and have getting started instructions and also best practices. To access Shopper Hub, you just go to help and then go to Shopper Hub. You can exit here and you can just scroll through it. So it have getting started as a shopper, functionality and certifications and services. So I'm going to be talking about certifications and services a little bit in this video. When you first start Shipt, you're going to be getting a lot of orders. When I first started Shipt, I was getting orders in my sleep, literally. I put myself on a schedule and I was getting orders coming in back to back. That had me thinking like, okay, Shipt is very busy. You know, I'm getting orders all day, but that's not reality. Things changed pretty fast for me. After my first week or two doing Shipt, I noticed that those orders stopped coming in. I was at a point where I was not getting any orders at all. I had to even call Shipt customer service to see what was going on. And that's when I later discovered that the reason why I stopped getting orders was not because I was not on the schedule. It was not because my app wasn't working. It was because my rating dropped. At that time, my rating dropped to a low 4-star. I was actually thinking about quitting Shipt because no matter what, I was not able to get any orders to even bring my ratings up. Another tip I have for you guys is get familiar with the stores. So basically what that means is that you want to spend some time walking around the store and kind of figure out where things are, because that will help you in the long run and you'll save a lot of time. Another thing is that you want to come up with a technique. So for me, my technique is I focus on doing small orders and try to get a tip. Smaller orders are orders to me that's less than 20 items. Orders less than 20 items typically pay, you know, maybe less than $10, but what I try to do is I try to rely on a tip, and that's what works for me. You know, some people like to do bigger orders where that order paid $20, and if they get a tip, then great. But you definitely want to come up with a plan and see what works for you. Another tip I have for you guys is to start small. You do not want your first order to be 60 items or 40 items. You are going to be burnt out, tired, stressed, confused. Try to make your first order be 10 items or less, and then once you get the hang of it, you work your way up. So maybe your first 3 or 4 orders should be small, and then you just work your way up. So start with 10 or less, then you go to 15, then you go to 20, then you go to 30, and then so on and so forth. Another tip I have for you guys, this is very important. You want to review your order before you accept it. I like to avoid certain stores. Like in my city, we have Costco's. Costco's is like a very big wholesale retail store. So usually it's very busy. It takes time to park because the parking lot is usually full. The lines are long and the store is very big. So I try to avoid that. I've done it a few times, but it's not my favorite store. I avoid certain items too. Review your order. You want to make sure it's a store that you're comfortable with. You want to make sure the customer address is not too far, or it's a certain area you're comfortable with. And also, you want to make sure that the items are items that you're comfortable with. Like for me personally, I try to avoid, you know, the bigger, heavy items. I try to avoid stuff that can't fit in my car. Shipt is very tip driven. You want to have a good impression on customers. So the only way you can do that with Shipt is really with communications. So you want to send a text when you're out to the store, a text when you're on your way to drop the items off, and also a text when you drop the item off. I've seen some people go above and beyond. They send a text when they're almost finished shopping, you know, letting the customers know that, hey, I'm almost finished shopping. I'm about to head to the checkout line right now. Do you want me to grab anything else? That's really how you're able to maximize your chance of getting a tip. Be prepared to do a lot of work. Shipt is hard work. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is draining. It could be stressful sometimes. Depending on the weather, it's gonna be hot out there. Maybe in your city it's cold, it's freezing. Just be prepared. Make sure you're well rested and prepared mentally to work. Another thing I recommend is getting a hot and cold bag. You're gonna be dealing with cold items. For me personally, I shop for ice cream a lot. I shop for milk and cold drinks and ice. So sometimes it's good to have a cold bag for these items. To add on to that, Shipt actually gave me a hot and cold bag after like my 50th delivery. I think it was my 50th delivery. It could have been maybe 100, I don't know. But anyways, basically they sent me an email saying that I could select the hot and cold bag from their store, and you know, it was free for me, so I just did it. Another thing I recommend is actually shopping for more than one customer at once. Sometimes you'll have 2 orders at the same store. What I recommend doing is shop for both orders at the same time. It's important that you do not get those orders mixed up. That could be a big issue. Another tip I have for you guys is be prepared to make substitutions. This is why I told you guys not to start big. The bigger orders usually require more substitutions, and you need to be fast on this, communicating to the customer, letting them know that, hey, this item's out of stock. Would you like a replacement, or would you like me to skip it? So the cool thing with Shipt, they actually have a pre-text message already available for you. All you gotta do is click, you know, not in stock, and then you're able to just send a text out, let them know that it's not there. And I like to follow that up with a picture of items that's similar to the product they wanted. So for example, let's say they wanted some bread, Sara Lee bread. Let's say Sara Lee is out of stock. You know, I like to send them, you know, different bread brands and let them know, hey, these type of bread are available. Would you like, which one would you like, or would you like me to skip it? My next tip is ask for help. You want to ask the employees for help. So this is something that I struggle with as well. I just always feel like I could find it on my own. And this actually caused me to be in a store for way longer than I'm supposed to be. You know, just don't be scared to ask for help. If you can't find an item, it's faster to ask for help and just move on, because, you know, time is against us. The faster you're able to shop and check out, the faster you're able to jump onto your next order and make more money. Another tip I have for you guys is to wear your Shipt shirt. It's completely optional. You don't have to do it. I rarely do it, but it helps. It helps customers and also employees identify you. Another tip I have for you guys is you will get a bad rating. I get a lot of comments on YouTube of people telling me that how much work they put in for an order, and then the customer still gave them a bad rating. That's something you can avoid. No matter what you do, you're going to get a bad rating. I don't know why, but you know, it's just something you can avoid. Just don't panic. Don't be too worried about it. There are ways around it and things you can do to get your rating back up. A lot of people think once their rating drop, it's over for them. That's not true. Yes, it is true that once your ratings drop, you will get way less orders. Like if your rating is not at least like at a 4.9, you're probably not going to get any orders. When you're in a situation like that, you can apply for rating forgiveness. I have a video going over that. You can also Google Shipt rating forgiveness. So another thing that some people probably don't know about is Open Metro. Open Metro is basically a place where you can pick up orders or claim orders. Those are typically orders that were dropped, and sometimes those orders have promo pay added to it. So make sure that you select multiple zones. For me, I live in a small city, so all these zones here are selected. Those are nearby cities that I'm comfortable doing orders in. You know, make sure that you're not selecting a zone that's like an hour away or 30 minutes away, because it's not gonna make sense. If it's like 10, 15 minutes away, then, you know, go for it. You want to make sure that you're delivering your orders on time. When you deliver orders late, your account get marked as late, and if you get too many late orders, they can deactivate your account. If your time window is not between 9 and 10, try to deliver that order closer to 9 o'clock. Try to start shopping for that order at 8 o'clock. So maybe give yourself an hour to shop for that order, because you never know what could happen. You know, maybe something's out of stock and then that order takes longer than you planned. Another thing I recommend is track your miles. At the beginning of the year, when it's time to file your taxes for the previous year, you know, you guys will be able to deduct those miles. So there are apps like QuickBooks that allows you to track miles and expenses, and also there's apps like Miles IQ where you could just track your miles. Another thing I recommend is getting a Handcart. This is probably going to be useful for people that deliver to a lot of apartments. Instead of making 5 trips going up and down stairs, you could just put everything in a handcart and just bring everything upstairs, or put it on the elevator and just go up and make 1 trip. So that's going to save you a lot of time there. Another tip I have for you guys is to do the bonus orders. That's when you're going to make the most money. You know, honestly, Shipt doesn't pay good. You probably see a lot of videos on here, people saying they make a lot of money on Shipt. I'm not saying they don't, but it's not consistent. They might have a good day, but you know, I've seen the orders on Shipt paying $6. And me personally, I typically only do Shipt on weekends. Usually in my area, Shipt offers some sort of bonus on the weekends. So, you know, I would recommend that you guys do those bonuses. You'll see it on the app, and they'll also email you. So that's a good way to make extra money. Another thing I recommend is watching YouTube videos before getting started. Apparently you guys are doing it right if you're watching this video. So, you know, kudos to you guys that's getting educated first before getting started, because, you know, you don't want to make the same mistakes that I did and, you know, drop your ratings low. Watching these videos, you're able to avoid certain mistakes that we made. I want to go over some of the type of Shipt orders. Prepaid order just means that the customer already paid for the order and you don't have to pay for it. Basically, you just won't need your Shipt prepaid card. You're good to go, but you still have to go to the store and shop for the items. Typically, they'll just scan the barcode on the app and they'll check the items and they'll say you're good to go. Delivery only items, it's already paid for and you don't have to shop for it. So let's talk about pay. The pay period ends Sunday at 11:59 Eastern time. So after that time, all the money you made for the week, it'll be pulled from your account and you'll get a direct deposit on the following Friday. Me personally, I do instant pay. If I do Shipt on Saturday and Sunday before 11:59, I'm gonna already do an instant pay. The money will be transferred to my account instantly, and I believe they charge like 25 cents every time you do an instant pay, and you could only do an instant pay like once per day. Another tip I have for you guys is that they actually have alcohol and prescription orders on Shipt that's not available to everybody. You first have to sign up for it on the Shopper Hub. My last tip is that, you know, you guys are able to drop orders. Let's say you claimed the order and you reviewed it and it's not something that you want to do anymore, you're able to drop that order. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys found this video to be informal. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. I'm almost there. If everybody watches this video, subscribe, I'm sure I can meet that.